What's up, YouTube? This is James coming back at you with another informative video. I hope everybody doing well out there. I'm doing good myself. This story right here is a sad story, and it's very suspicious as well. Very suspicious, bizarre, as far as I'm concerned. Well, it says right here, Maryland couple found dead in Dominican Republic hotel room. Okay. Now, before I get into the story, I just want to say that, anybody, for those of you that's going traveling, out of the U.S. or what have you, be careful where you go, because these people are doing all kinds of things. And I'm always hearing stuff about the Dominican Republic, killing people, beating people, and all that kind of stuff. It was like a couple months ago where a couple came up missing, and act like they couldn't find the bodies or whatever. And turned out they came up with the bodies, and they had fell off some kind of cliff, allegedly, and drowned. Okay, see, yeah, I mean, just a bunch of, and they were black people, and here we go again. It says an American couple found dead in their Dominican Republic hotel room while on vacation last week. Both suffered from respiratory failure, the community national police said. Edward Nathaniel Holmes, 63, and Cynthia Ann Day, 49, of Prince George's County, Maryland, were reportedly found unresponsive in their room Thursday at Grand Bahia Principe Hotel in La Romana, roughly 75 miles of Santo Domingo. Respiratory failure, not one person but two people. Okay, this is what I'm saying, where it's just suspect to me. Hotel staff members discovered their bodies in the room after the couple missed their scheduled checkout time and immediately contact the local authorities, according to a statement released by the hotel group. Holmes and Day each died of respiratory failure and pulmonary edema, a condition caused by excessive fluid in the lungs, Dominican police said. Hotel staffers reportedly did not find any signs of violence. Police said they discovered various bottles of medication used to treat high blood pressure in their room. Authorities are still waiting for the results of toxicology tests. Holmes and Day had been staying at the resort since May 25th, according to the hotel. I love you, and truly I am going to miss you. More than words can fully express the true intent of my grief, one of the Holmes' Facebook friends wrote on his page. May the two of you rest in eternal peace. Now you see what I mean. Both of them died of the same causes. The same cause of respiratory failure and pulmonary edema. That's strange right there to me. I can see one person dying of something like that, if they had some kind of problems with the respiratory system. But both of these people had the same problem. That's strange. See? Now, here it says the U.S. State Department said it's working with local authorities on the investigation into the deaths. We offer our sincerest condolences to the family on their loss. The department said in a statement, we are in close contact with the local authorities regarding their investigation into the cause of death. We stand ready to provide all appropriate consular assistance. The State Department issued a travel advisory for the Dominican Republic in April due to crime. See, it's bad over there. Violent crime including armed robbery, homicide, and sexual assault in a concern throughout the Dominican Republic, the advisory said. The wide availability of weapons, the use and trade of illicit drugs, and a weak criminal justice system contributed to the high level of criminality on the border scale. A Delaware woman last month said she was brutally assaulted and left for dead while vacationing with her husband in January at Majestic Elegance Resort in Punta Cana, about 70 miles east of La Romana. Tammy Lawrence Daly alleged an unidentified man wearing a uniform with the resort's logo attacked her from behind, locked her in a maintenance room, and beat her for 8 hours. DeLay and her husband have accused the resort and Dominican police of dragging their feet in the investigation of the incident. I seen that woman and she looked terrible, man. Whoever beat her like that, they beat her really bad. The thing is, I don't know where her husband was when this allegedly happened. That's one of them things you can toss the coin up, and they might land on heads or tails. You know what I mean? You just never know. Dominican police announced in April that a New York couple vacationing in the Caribbean country, had likely died in a car crash on their way to the airport on March 27th. Orlando Moore and his girlfriend, Portia Ravenel, had been reported missing for 2 weeks before their deaths were confirmed by Dominican authorities. Ravenel was found on the road the day of the crash, but died 8 days later in a local hospital, according to Dominican police. Moore's body was found at sea in an advanced stage of decomposition. Days after the wreck, they said. Now I think that's what that could have been. Some about one of them, they had fell off a cliff or something and one drowned. But when I heard about it, that was like a couple months ago. I know anybody was in a wreck. But like I said, you get all kinds of mixed stories in situations like this. I am saddened it took this many days to find out. Family friend Francisca Figueroa told CNN last month. Ravenel had to die by herself. When one of us could have been there holding her hand. You just never know in situations like this until you can, you actually just get the truth. But one thing I'm sure of, I'm always hearing something about the Dominican Republic. Them people over there is wicked as hell. You know what I mean? And this story, if it wasn't so, they wouldn't have been putting travel advisories to that place, stating the things that they stated, in the travel advisory about the high crime and drugs and beatings and murders and all that kind of stuff. So, if you're going to be vacationing wherever you go, just make sure you watch your back and everything. Because it's bad all over the place. Even in our country, you got to watch your back. But y'all tell me what y'all think about this case right here. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And this is James. And I would just like to say, too, my condolences to the family that lost, your relatives here. My heart goes out to you. I'm sorry to hear about that. But this is James, and I'm out. Peace.